Hello everyone. You are listening to this audiobook on channel Voice of Purpose by NSS IIT Bombay.
We will discuss the evolution of clothes that we wear today and answer the question, how exactly did we end up wearing what we are wearing today? Let us start with origin of clothing. Early humans who lived 2 million years ago used to cover and protect their bodies by wrapping tree leaves, woven grass or tree barks, bones, skull and the skin of dead animals. As time passed, the clothing changed. According to history, clothes changed along with the culture, fashion, and wealth. Extraction of fabrics and weaving textiles was first started in the Middle East during the late Stone Age. Wearing fabric clothes began from 100,000 to 500,000 years ago. Knitting was first introduced as a fabric creation technique dating 6500 BC, which is even popular in today's fabric. The first material used for clothing is the natural fibers obtained from both plants and animal resources like cotton, wool, leather, silk, etc. The evolution of clothing and textiles from dead animal skin and plant materials is vast and colorful. Along with different cultures, different varieties of clothes appeared. Different type of fibers have their history. Cotton was cultivated in Pakistan about 3000 BC. Wool was being woven about 4000 BC in Egypt. Nylon, an artificial fiber, was invented in the year 1935, which was used as replacement for skin. Prehistoric people originated from Africa, where the weather was always pleasant. However, us human beings started venturing into the northern region of Europe, Siberia, where it was much colder, especially during winter season. So, they invented clothing to save themselves from bitter cold. Humans built weapons and tools in order to hunt down hairy animals like mammoths and wolves. They had a lot of fur. They used the skin of these animals to make primitive clothes and wrap themselves in it, which kept them warm. And this ultimately led to the discovery of clothing. Now, instead of just wrapping the skin around them, they started making holes in them to put their arms and heads through them. Soon, using pointy tools to punch small holes into the animal skin, they would use thin fibers from skin to tie the holes together, which made the invention of a costume, which even made them look fashionable. So, one of the oldest clothing materials that we do have the evidence of is in the special place called Katal Hoyuk. This is one of the oldest human settlements that we know of. After studying the site, scientists have confirmed that they grew these plants called flax to produce a sort of fibrous material that they made cloth out of. This cloth material is called linen. This is the oldest evidence we have of human beings making clothes from threads. Let us go to the Egypt. The ancient Egyptians were masters at making textiles and fabrics. They would make fabrics from the different varieties of plants like reed, palm, papyrus along with the linen. The linen material was ideal for the hot climate of Egypt and would help them remain cool during summer especially. Now, let us move to the China, where the invention of silk took place. They found out that the silk was surprisingly strong thread which can be used to make really smooth, shiny and fashionable clothes out of, and hence silk clothes were invented. The ancient Chinese went a step ahead and figured out how to make clothes in different colors too. They just used the color extracted from the plants and applied it on the clothes, and hence Chinese discovered the concept of dyeing much before most of the world. Cloth dyes were one of the main things which they traded. This made clothes colorful as we see today. By the 13th century, people had enough knowledge of materials, fabrics, colors, and they started experimenting and making art, and thus fashion was born. People started coming up with sorts of design for clothes. Fashion started picking up all over the world. People started experimenting and exploring more and more in this art. In this current era, we see all sorts of jeans, shirts, and t-shirts, and other kind of sophisticated clothes. This is how we went all the way from animal skin to this stage.
So hope you guys had fun. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel for more interesting audiobooks.